the Cortes Law Firm. My name is Steve Cortes, and I just want to thank everybody for joining us. I know it's early. Maybe we need to pick another a later time, but we're still trying to get all the kinks out of our system. As you can see, we didn't have audio there for about 2 minutes. So we're still trying to work everything out. But I do want to thank everybody for being here today. We really appreciate it. If you've got any comments or questions, please do it in the chat room here on YouTube. And as we go through the show, we'll try to get to them as quickly as possible. And what I was saying before I realized that we didn't have any audio was that we had a really nice couple in yesterday, and they really didn't know what they wanted. They didn't know if they needed a will, a trust, power of attorney. And guys, that's what happens when people come in. You guys, the vast majority of people who come in really just don't understand what they need. And so we sit down, and I want to have a conversation with you. And a lot of people, just like they were yesterday, are surprised that we spend so much time talking about what happens if you were to become incapacitated. So a lot of people think about estate planning, and they automatically think, what happens after I pass away? And that is part of it, and that's a very important part of it. But what we really want to concentrate on is what happens to you while you're still alive. And I call that an estate planning I call it a revocable living trust centered estate plan. In other words, we're centering everything around you and making sure that you get what you need to make sure that you're taken care of now and that your family is taken care of later. So one of the things we did talk about yesterday a lot was probate. And we also did earlier this week on Tuesday, this past Tuesday. Today is February 29th, 2020, but this past Tuesday, I was at the Senior Living Truth Series. And guys, if you have not been to one of these seminars, you need to go. It is a great seminar that talks about all the truths of being a senior. And I know a lot of these truths we don't want to hear, but they are really, really good seminars. Every month is a different seminar. This one just happened to be on estate planning and probates. And really, we tagged it as an estate planning seminar, but inevitably, we always end up talking more about probate because there's just simply people don't understand what happens and why it's so important to have a great estate plan in place. So just like the couple yesterday, I'm going to go over with you kind of what probate is in Oklahoma. I know it's different in other states. If you're in Louisiana, it's definitely different. In New Mexico, it's different. If you're in Texas, it's definitely different. I recently knew somebody who went through a probate in Texas, and it was they kind of set a hearing. They hired an attorney. They set a hearing, and they showed up at the courthouse with 2 friends, and everybody kind of swore to the fact that the person passed away, and that was kind of it. It kind of surprised me because Oklahoma is not like that at all. So let me go ahead and let me check the chat room real quick. And by the way, in the chat room, I've already put a link to our probate guide. So if you have further questions or just kind of want to know what kind of the idea that we need to have when you come into our office, check out that probate guide. It's a good place to get you started, or even just to kind of get you thinking about what you need. And obviously, we still have our estate planning strategies guide as well, which you can download from the other pages there on our website. So if you need that, go to corteslawfirm.com and check that out. But for today, let's talk about probate. And there's really 2 types of probates in Oklahoma. And for lack of a better word, one of them is actually called a summary probate. So the legal definition in Oklahoma statutes is summary probate. However, there is another probate, which is the normal probate, I should say, and we call that a regular probate. And